I recently found out that one of her friends is an ex-boyfriend. She told her friends not to tell me about this so that things don't get awkward between us. Need advice? Hey, new here, and English is not my first language. I 31 male, I'm officially in a relationship with my girlfriend 27 female for 9 months. Yes. I know, strange times to start a relationship. During the pandemic, we spent most of our time together in my apartment, although she is renting in another apartment, but when the restrictions were lifted, we started spending time with my friends and her friends. I helped her best friend's husband Paul with something, and to thank me, he invited us to a barbecue at their house. Paul got very drunk and told me that my girlfriend was in a long relationship with this guy Johnny, who is part of their circle of friends, and that they tried several times to reconcile, but the girls came to the garden, and Paul suddenly changed the subject. I didn't say anything to my girlfriend about it, and I didn't open the subject about it that night. The next day, I called Paul to invite him for some beers, but he refused me because he has some family business. But he told me not to tell anyone what he told me, and that my girlfriend told them not to tell me that she and Johnny were in a relationship, so that things don't get awkward between us, and there's nothing between them. Before this, when the restrictions were lifted, we went with her friends to a mountain cabin, but Johnny came alone because he had a fight with his girlfriend, who did not want to come. During the evening, I started playing cards with her friends. And I noticed that my girlfriend was no longer in the mountain cabin. And when I went out, she was with Johnny. They were sitting and talking by the fire. When he saw me coming, he said he was going inside because it was cold. Now he's separated from his girlfriend. I don't know if this has anything to do with my situation, but I thought about it. I worked for 6 years at a small company where I had the best boss. The boss and his wife had a daughter. At first, they told us that the girl was adopted, and finally we found out that the boss's wife had an affair with an ex-boyfriend and got pregnant. The boss was ashamed and loved his daughter, and they said that the girl was adopted. When the girl grew up, she wanted to meet her father, and at the insistence of his wife, he accepted. This led to rekindle the feelings between the boss's wife and ex-boyfriend, and she divorced the boss, and the girl did not recognize him as her father. The boss closed the company, he sold everything, and went to the countryside, in an isolated area. They destroyed a good man. People of Reddit. What do you think? I'm wasting my time with this relationship, or am I paranoid? Should I try to find out more details, or have a discussion with my girlfriend about it? Thank you. Edit. Thank you to everyone who commented and expressed their opinions. I followed your advice and talked to her, but I focused on what some of you suggested. What happened at the campfire? The answer was that I didn't think you were a jealous guy, and that we were just friends, and we had known each other for a long time. I asked her how long they had known each other, and she told me that from college, and that she told me that. She told me that she went to college with Paul's wife. She didn't tell me about her relationship with Johnny, only after I asked her directly, and then the answer was that they had a relationship in college that didn't work. To the question how long the relationship lasted, she told me it lasted 3.5 years, and didn't tell me, because there were tensions between her ex-boyfriend and Johnny which resulted in a fight between them. There was a lot of deflection from her during the discussion, like why you ask me these questions, we are just friends, that she has to charge her phone, then take a shower. When she came out from the shower, she came out with the phone in her hand, and that she wants a full body massage. In the end, we broke up. I think it still is something between them, but I don't want to know more. Who knows what I will find out? What starts with lies or omitting certain things falls apart.